we're going to talk about is various other plans in India. So let me just write down the topic here. Planning in India. Okay, so we will study certain plans. The one is Bombay plan. Second is People's plan. Okay, third we will talk about is Mahalanobis plan in detail. Okay, so because yes, we have, you must be saying that ma'am, but we had studied this. Yes, but not much. So we're going to study in detail. The fourth one is wage good model. Okay, yes, and the fifth one is Gandhian plan. Okay, so all 5 plans we will study. Okay, now the main thing is there were a lot of planning debates, and planning in India had become a very big debate that which plan is exactly India going to do, because we had 5 plans. So just let me see the debate. So what was the debate all about? A fight was happening. Okay, so the fight was happening like which plan is good. Shall we go with Bombay plan? Okay, shall we go with Bombay plan, or shall we go with People's plan, or wage good model, or Gandhian plan, or Mahalanobis plan? Okay, so let's just imagine the situation at that time. Let me just draw this so that you can understand the situation. Yes, just let me rub this. Yes, okay, so I'll draw a circle here. Okay, in between, and then I will simultaneously draw certain, how many plans were there. If you remember, there were 5 plans. Okay, so there were 5 plans in this, and yes, so we will draw here is the in between I will write is the proposed plan model. Okay, so the topic is on planning debates. Okay, so here on the top I'll write wage good model. Second, I'll write the Bombay plan, because during the independence it was called as Bombay, the Bombay plan. Down I will write the People's plan. Okay, here I will write is Mahalanobis plan. Okay, and here there was one more plan, is called as the Sarvodaya also, or Gandhi plan. Sarvodaya plan and Gandhian plan. Okay, so now which should I take? Which is the proposed? So that's why I'm drawing arrows here, so that you can understand that what I should take. I don't know. I'm really doubting, and I'm little confused here that what should I take. So that was the thing. So we'll do in detail. We'll study one by one. Okay, as we go further. So let us first start with the Bombay plan. Okay, so we'll start with the first one, that is the Bombay plan. So let me just rub this. Okay, so if you remember how many plans are there, this is, let me just write it down so that you remember. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. The confusion is which one is, so these were the proposed plans, and now we have to take the best which is suitable for India. Okay, so this is the proposed plan model. So we will take one by one. So we will first start with the Bombay plan. Okay, so just let me rub this. Okay, so the first one is the Bombay plan. Okay, now this is like, now what are the key features? So it was a small group, okay, of influential business leaders in India, especially, or rather, not in India, rather I will say in Bombay. So in Bombay, okay, drew published. So they created their own plan. They published it also, in fact. And when did they publish it? That is very important. So published in January 1944. So this was a plan for the economic development of India. Okay, and it is also called as the Bombay Plan, which is popularly called, but it does not represent the entire opinion of the whole business community, but it gave a public attention, and it was like, the influential businesses and the captains of the Indian industry, the main influence, only they are the ones who were benefited, and they are the ones, so they didn't take concern of the entire business community. Okay, so this is very important. Now, who were the ones who created this plan? So this is the first feature. Okay, now let me go with the second feature of Bombay Plan. So it was a small group of influential business leaders who drew and published in January 1944, and this was the plan for the economic development, but they did not take the concern of the entire business community. So please remember, this is a very vital point. Now, who were the influential business people? We have to see that. So we'll go with the next point now. The next feature of Bombay Plan. Okay. Okay. So the second one I will write here is, so everybody knows him, Mr. J.R.D. Tata and Mr. G.D. Birla. Okay. So they were primarily responsible. So were primarily responsible for the initiation. So they are the ones who started this study, or this, planning of the study. Now, apart from that, there were some more industrialists who said, yes, we do agree with this. Okay. So the other industrialists, so let me write down the other industrialists who were a part of the Bombay Plan were, okay, so I'll write one by one. P. Thakurdas, okay, Kasturbai, so mostly are Gujaratis, generally Gujaratis and Marwadi community. Lal Bhai, okay, then Shri Ram, okay, then Ardeshir Dalal, okay, then Mr. A.D. Shroff, okay, and Dr. John Mathai. Now this person is a very famous person, Dr. John Mathai. So they were the ones who were, so let me repeat, so who were the main people who were responsible for the starting of this plan was Mr. J.R.D. Tata and G.D. Birla. Along with that, the other industrialists who were the part of the plan were P. Thakurdas, then Kasturbhai, Lal Bhai, Shri Ram, Ardeshir Dalal, A.D. Shroff, and Dr. John Mathai. Okay. Now let me go with the third feature. Okay, so the third feature is, now this is very interesting, towards the end, okay, of March 1944, something happened very seriously, okay. So so this was the main stepping stone, because there was never an Indian Chamber of Commerce, okay. So this is, please read this, the Federation, I'm writing it here, the Federation of Indian. Now what is Indian Chambers of Commerce? So it's a body which takes part of all the commerce and industry what is happening in India. So this is very important. So the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce representing all business organizations of the country. So the Indian Chamber of Commerce also, they also recognize this plan, okay, of the country, brought this plan in the annual general meeting. So there is always an annual general meeting conducted in the Indian Chamber of Commerce. So they also, introduced this plan to the business people, and they asked also, and they regarded as the proposal of India's business community, so that if not India's big businessmen should also know that they are drafting a plan. Okay, so basically they bought this in a very big manner, and they bought this plan in the annual general meeting, so that they get more and more uh, confidence and support from all the businessmen in the country. Okay, now coming to the fourth feature. So let me just rub this. Yes, the fourth feature. Now the Bombay plan put forward a basic course of discussion. Okay, and the objectives were kept in the mind. So entire discussion was happened, and all the businessmen, they came together and they made an economic planning, that what India and what are the demands and how planning should be done, and how the country's resources should be arranged, and what is the main motive of the planning. All that was discussed. Okay, now coming to the fifth feature, the principal objectives of the plan was to, so they wanted a balance. Okay, so was to achieve a balance, the very important here, balance. I'm putting a circle here. Economy and to raise the standard of living of the masses. Okay, so that is what they wanted to do.